Good morning, students. I am Kamal Grover, your value education teacher. Today I will teach you the very first chapter of your value education book, and the topic of this chapter is respect for others. Actually, this is not the proper topic, this is a theme, and the chapter's name is Young Impala and the Hippopotamus. Young Impala and the Hippopotamus. And the theme of this chapter is respect for others. So students, before starting the chapter, I want to request you that you should write firstly the day and date, Saturday and 24th April 2021. Students, there is a warm up in the starting of the chapter. We will discuss it first, and after that we will discuss the story of the chapter. So the warm up is there. What are the qualities required to be respectful? Complete the list following the lead. What are the qualities required to be respectful? If we want to be respectful in the society, then what qualities should be there? So the example of these qualities are given below, and there is a game type. You will enjoy this. The starting word is responsible. Responsible, reliable, reputable. Responsible means we are responsible for something. If we take some responsibility and we do this work properly, then we are responsible and we get the respect. The next is reliable, means which we are saying that is true. Next is you will tell. You will get the blank there and you will tell the word. According to, you can see that the first starting word is are. Responsible are, and then reliable again are, and you will tell the third word again starting from are. So I am telling you, you can write according to you also, and I am giving you the word that is reputable. You can write this word and you can write according to you, but you will start from are. The next word is efficient. In the next line, the word is efficient, means we can do some work efficiently. Earnest, and the next word I am telling you again, that is energetic. You can also write the new word according to you, but it should be started from E. Then next, in the next line, the word strong, then sensitive, then third word we are giving, it is sincere. These words are starting from S. Strong, sensitive and sincere. The next fourth line, the word P is there and the word is polite. You can also write according to you, that is perfect. If you know the another word, you can write here. Then the fifth line, it is starting from E. There is no word. We can write according to ourselves, and I am suggesting you to write the word effective. Next is cool and civilized, because C is given there. Again next is, and the last line is T. We will start the word from T, and that word is thoughtful and trusting. So students, these are the warm up words, and you will write these words in your books also. Next, there is a part I am telling you, that is think it over. Think it over means we have to think about these things which is given in the next part of the book. I am reading this, that is, have you ever made fun of anyone? Have you ever made fun of anyone, and if he had felt something bad? Have you ever been teased for some reason or other? Means any other some person Have they teased you and you doesn't feel good? Next, talk about your experience and discuss about the right and the wrong aspect with your teacher and classmates. After your discussion, record whether you agree or disagree with these statements. Means some points are given here. You will read these points and then you will tell the answers according to. I am also suggesting the answers to you. You can do it according to me. The word is, it is, this sentence is, it is disrespectful to ignore someone. It is disrespectful. If we ignore any person, if we don't listen him carefully, then what he would feel? No doubt he would feel some insulted. If he is saying something and we are ignoring, then we are doing disrespect. So that is true. You should agree for this. The next is, listening to others without interruption is respectful. Listening to others without interruption. Sometime in our families, our elder persons, they want to say something to us and sometime we ignore them and they don't feel good. So you can understand, if we are listening to other and they want to say something and we are listening them with respectful, is it good or bad? It is good. So we should also agree with this point. The next is, agreeing to disagree is impolite. Agreeing to disagree. Sometimes we are not agree with with our parents, with any other person outside. If he is trying to say something to us and we are not agree with them, but still we are showing that we are agree. We are not agree, we are disagree, but still we are accepting that we are agree. Is it good or not? They are saying impolite. This is not impolite. It is polite. If we are behaving that we are agreeing with someone, then it is not impolite. So you will write here disagree. The next is, it is disrespectful to make assumptions about someone. If someone is good person and we are saying some bad things about them, then this is not good. So it would be disrespectful. So this point is again true. This is disrespectful to make assumptions about someone. Next is, it is respectful to consider feelings of others. It is respectful to consider feelings of others. Means if we are respecting the others' feelings. If someone is trying to say to us, if someone is trying to share his or her feelings with us and we are giving respect to them, then this is good. We again are agree to this. So you should write again, tick here in the agree point. So you can also give your views, but according to me I am suggesting these answers to you. Yes students, now the story is going to start. The story, I have told you that the topic or the theme of this chapter is respect for others. But the chapter name is Young Impala and the Hippopotamus. So we respect for others. Students, I want to explain something that every person has some good qualities, some bad qualities. We are also having different type of qualities. Our qualities are not matched with the others. So, but it doesn't mean that we are having the good quality and someone is having bad qualities. This is not good. God has given every person a special qualities. They are different, but we should respect all the qualities which are given by the God to the people. So the same is happening in this story. So you will get enjoy also when you listen the story. This is very interesting. So I want all of you to listen it very carefully. The part is young impala and the hippopotamus. Many years ago, a group of hippos lived in the river Jambri. Many years ago. This is a story, old story. A group of hippos. Hippos means you have seen the pictures of hippos, and also you can see the picture of hippo in your book. These are the hippos. So, lived in the river Jambri. Their neighbors were a herd of impala which came to graze nearby. Means a group of hippos. Many hippos were living in the Jambri river. Their neighbors were in their nearby side, in the side of the land, with the river side. Neighbors were a herd of impala. Impala is another name of an animal, and you can see the impala's pic in your next page. And the herd of impala means, herd means the group, the many impalas there. Herd means the group of the impalas which came to graze nearby. They always came to graze the grass. They were living also there. Them was a bright-eyed young impala. Among them was the bright-eyed young impala. Means the group of impalas were there, and among of them a one impala who was very young, and he had bright eyes. He had bright eyes. He was always very curious about everything he saw. So there is a word curious, you can underline it, and its meaning is interested. You can write interested. So he was always very curious about everything he saw. Means nearby, when he saw the different things, then he wanted to see them for long time, because he enjoyed all these things, because it was all so new to him. Impala was young, he hadn't seen many things like that. So when he saw the new things, then he saw them for long time. He was particularly interested in the hippos in the river nearby. Especially he always came to see the hippos group, the group of hippos in the river nearby. He always, when he saw them, he always enjoyed. He stood on the bank to drink water. When he wanted to drink water, then he always came near the river, and then he looked. Stare means, the word is stare. Stare at the hippos. Stare means looked. When he came to drink water, and then he looked at the hippos for long time. Their great size scared young impala at first. If you see the picture of hippos, and also you can see the picture of hippos in your mobiles, then you will get that their appearance is so furious. If we see them, then we will get afraid, we will get feared. So when impala saw them, he always gets scared. Young impala at first. Scared means the fear, he feared, or you can say afraid. Great size scared young impala at first, but soon he saw that they were harmless and never chased him. Just impala was fearing, but the hippos did not harm to impala. So impala, when he saw these hippos, starting he got feared, but after that he became easy. So he became bolder and stood for long hours gazing at the huge animals. He became bold when he saw that hippo were not the harmful for him. Then he became bolder. and stood for long hours gazing. Gazing means looking. Looking at the huge animals, big animals. He thought they are so different from me and look so strange with their thick bodies. When he saw them, then he saw very carefully and he found that they were so different in their appearance. So Impala thought that these hippos were very different from Impala itself and looked so strange with their thick bodies, because the bodies of the hippos were so hard and short legs. They were having short legs. I wonder if they can skip and prance and run swiftly like me. Always Impala thought that could hippos leap? Leap means skip. Skip means could they jump or they prance. Again we can say jumping or skipping. The meaning of leap and prance is skipping and jumping. So always Impala thought that could the hippos skip or jump and run swiftly. Swiftly means fastly. Run swiftly like me. Impala thought. It would be nice to have new friends who can join me in my games. Means he wanted to play with them like a game. It would be nice to have new friends who can join me in my games. Means he wanted to be the friends of them and also he wanted to play with them. Waving his short tail quickly from side to side, young Impala walked nearer to the sand bank where a baby hippo and his mother lay. Now, because he wanted to be the friends of hippos, so he waging his short tail. Waging matlab moving. To move from side to side. You can write the meaning of this waging word. You will write to move from side to side. Means he moved his short tail quickly from side to side. Then he went to the nearer to the sand bank. Sand bank means where the sand is light. It is raised area of sand. Sand bank. It is a raised area of sand. The hippos were sitting there and then he went there where a baby hippo and his mother lay. He found that a little baby hippo and his mother were lying there. Good morning, friends, he said politely. When he went there, then he wished them good morning, friends. He said politely. The hippos blew loudly. The hippos. This was a sound of hippos. That is a natural sound like a roaring. When they spoke, then always there is a sound of roaring. Then young hippos, they roared to give the response to Impala. The hippos blew loudly through their long nostrils. Nostrils means the nose part, and raised their heads. Then they raised their heads. They saw the Impala because they wanted to talk with him. Why are you not like me? Then Impala asked from hippos. He asked, why are you not like me? Why are you so fat and slow to move? Means because hippos are very heavy in their weight. So always they move slowly. So Impala was fastly. He always run fastly. So he asked because he wanted to make fun of them. So he said, why are you so fat and slow to move? In this way he was making fun of hippos. He asked the hippos curiously, look at me. Then he said, look at me, I can prance and leap. Means I can jump and skip and run so swiftly. Young Impala then threw his brown body into the air. Means he was jumping in the air openly and he was showing to the hippos that he could do these things very easily. But the hippos were unable to do all that. He sprang about in graceful. Sprang means again he was jumping in a graceful manner very clearly, high leaps, and felt quite proud of himself. Means he was very happy when he was showing his jumping to these hippos. Mother hippo sighed deeply and said with a wise twinkle in her eyes. Mother hippo, who was lying near the baby hippo, then he took a deep breath and then said, a wise twinkle in her eyes. Means there was some wise things in her eyes. He wanted to say something to Impala, and then he said, then the mother said, little Impala, you are indeed graceful. She said to Impala, you are indeed a graceful, you are a beautiful, your activities are so graceful. We hippos can dive, swim, and live in the river or on land and do many interesting things. Now the mother hippo, she wanted to tell the qualities of herself and the hippos also. So she told Impala that they can also dive, they can also swim, they live in the river or on the land and do many interesting things, though it may be different from your ways. Means Impalas also can swim, they can dive, but their system of doing their work was something different from the Impalas or the other creatures. Every creature is a special in its own way. Someday you will understand this. Means she wanted to tell Impala that God has given some special qualities to every person. But Impala was so young to understand all these. So she told that you will get understand this one day. Means time will come and you will get to know the proper meaning. She then got up and slowly walked into the river, followed by her baby. Means the baby also was with her. Together they sank into its cool water. Sank means they entered in the water of the river and floated away peacefully. They started walking in the water peacefully. Many days passed and young Impala was still not sure of the meaning of Mother Hippo's words. Mother Hippo told young Impala that you would understand the meaning what I said. But after many days, young Impala did not understand the meaning of Mother Hippo's word, but he wanted to know the meaning. He went each day to watch the hippos, but everything was always the same, and he still did not see them to anything unusual or especially wonderful. He went each day to watch, but when he always went to see the hippos every day, then everything was always the same. There was no change, but he wanted to know the meaning. He was thinking that there would be something changed, but no, nothing was changed, and he still did not see them do anything unusual or especially wonderful. Means anything special he did not see. They just ate and dozed. What he saw there, he found that they were just took their food and then doze means sleep. They were always in sleep. Blue yawned and floated as usual. Yawned means breathe through a wide open mouth. Yawned. This is the meaning. You can write in your books. They just ate and dozed, blew, yawned and floated as usual. Means their activities were same. They always take their food and then they dozed, they blew and breathed through their wide open mouth and again walked into the water. One day when young Impala returned to the river bank, he could not see the other impalas anywhere. Always, you know that young Impala always came to enjoy the area, to enjoy the land where he could see the hippos. But one day when he came there and after some time when he wanted to go back, then he could not see the other impalas because he always came with other group members of impalas. But now that day he could not find any impala. What happened on that day? Why could he not see the impalas there? While he was dancing around, his herd had moved further down the river. While he was dancing around, he was enjoying his herd. Herd means the other impalas. The group of other impalas had moved further. Means he was just standing, he was just dancing there, but the other impalas, they went further down the rivers. Means on the other side of the river, the all impalas went. Why it was happening? Smelling the first rain on the wind. Because the impalas were smelling the first rain. Impalas always are having these qualities that they can smell if there is a first rain in the wind. When they smelt it, then they came to know that if the rain would come, then the river would fill with water and it would be very difficult for them to cross the river. So when they saw all this, then they crossed the river before coming the rain, and then they go on the other side of the river. Smelling the first rain on the wind, the herd had moved towards it. All the impalas went there. Young Impala became very nervous and alarmed. Now Impala, he was busy in dancing, he was busy in jumping, so he did not see the other impalas going there. But when he came back and he saw that no impala was there, then he became very nervous. He was alarmed, he was feared. He ran about and searched frantically. He ran about. He wanted to run from there. And search frantically means he was fearing also, and he was searching the other impalas until at last he saw the other on the other side of the water. But when he saw that all had gone to the other side, then he got feared. Students, you will get the remaining story in your next